So guys, we have some really fantastic news. A software update is preparing to roll out to resolve a long-standing issue we have been dealing with ever since the inception of Autopilot. This issue here has specifically to do with the 7 cameras sitting on the outside of your car in charge of the various important components, things such as Sentry Mode, Dash Cam, auto wipers, and of course autopilot and full self-driving. In the previous video, we have discussed about the recent NHTSA investigation that is currently taking place, looking into the details of the vision-based system and how it deals with different weather environments. This meant that if a camera was blocked or blinded by the sun and rain, how the system intended to deal with it, and how it would behave during the immediate situation. And all the while, Tesla has been providing software remedies such as artifact removal, turning down exposure, and improvements through the neural net. This hasn't completely solved the issue when the cameras are completely occluded. This could lead to the eventual requirement for each camera to be retrofitted with some form of cleaning method. A sprayer or a wiper could be a simple enough solution for Tesla to implement. We have discussed all about this in my previous video, including all the event that went down with NHTSA. If you want to know more about that, go check out my previous video. I will link that in the description below. So now, with that being said, Tesla has made significant improvements in the recent software update, pulling all efforts into improving the camera's ability to see in all weather conditions. While Tesla's traditional method of detecting and alerting drivers of a blocked or blinded camera is to merely display a message, a small text indicating that one or more of the onboard cameras have been affected, it does nothing in terms of how to fix the situation and improve on its overall visibility. This had left drivers with no choice but to continue driving while the cameras had limited ability to see, and at times the system would disengage if more cameras were obscured. The typical notification warning that would pop up again and again gives a general idea of where the camera is in relation to the car and tells you to either find that camera and clean it or continue to drive until it regains visibility. And as most of us would have experienced it, finding the right camera is near impossible, and it's just much easier to go out and clean each and every one of it. That pretty much summarizes how we have been dealing with the situation every single time winter rolls around. But all that is finally going to change as we have some really great news. Tesla has recently made significant updates to the notification system, letting you know exactly how dirty, where it's dirty, and how to make the system better. Discovered by a user on X that goes by Jeff, he has shared a few images of the latest update pushed earlier to his car, previewing the new menus and tabs related to cleaning. Drivers are now alerted when their cameras are obstructed by dirt or debris just like before, but the notification now provides much more detail and are much less annoying, with a persistent and clear message indicating how to make it better. The new notification, which reads "Camera's visibility limited, clean all dirt and debris from the camera," now also has a view button, and by tapping on this option, drivers are taken to the new camera status display, which points out exactly which camera has been affected and what to do to improve its visibility. Now, looking closer at the first image, it looks like Tesla has decided to separate each notification, one heavily geared towards the autopilot system and the other towards the camera's basic functionalities. Then as for the secondary display, this is for the camera status window, and this is geared towards the affected cameras. So in this case here, it visualizes the 3 at the front, with 2 of them having the check mark and the third one having the little caution sign. Now, what's best about this notification is now it clearly shows exactly which camera is affected, with a message just below that to explain what you have to do to proceed and what to do if it doesn't get resolved. In addition to this, they have made it extremely easy to visualize where the dirt and debris is by giving a live preview on both screens. This makes it much easier to see which camera has been affected and how it looks before and after. Now, although we aren't quite sure how sensitive and interactive this status menu is, we can guess that they will immediately provide a green check mark as soon as the camera is cleaned. And what we also notice is that the middle window also displays a small blemish just below the green icon. This could possibly indicate that the system detects a smaller debris on the camera but does not require immediate action. Now, just over the past few hours, a ton of people have also received this update, and they have been providing a lot of images online. One of them right here is on a Reddit page, and you will see that they are experiencing the exact same thing, the small blemishes right up top there. So this really could be a dynamic way of indicating what you need to do to avoid having this notification pop up to begin with. But yeah, there you have it. This is quite a substantial update to the overall ability of autopilot and full self-driving, and according to the recent roadmap, we had thought that this was going to be coming with V13, but it seems to have come earlier just in time for the holiday season, especially when snow and rain starts going down now. Now, we're not quite sure if this has anything to do with the legal side of things, if the NHTSA probe is forcing this to happen, but regardless of that, this is a good preventative measure, making the overall experience a lot better and making sure that if anything does arise from all of this, that they do have some sort of plan in place. Now, I know a lot of you are going to ask me how this is going to help in the grand scheme of things with Robotaxi launching out. It doesn't make sense to hop out of the vehicle as soon as the camera gets occluded and wipe down the cameras to get it going again. I do believe that this is just a good middle ground, a good stepping stone for them to eventually add an automated system. But as of right now, I think this is not too bad of an upgrade. This is going to help you prevent all those scenarios where the notification would pop up. You can go ahead and check it every single morning or every single night to make sure that the cameras are not occluded to prepare that fully autonomous drive whenever the time comes. Now, this feature here is currently rolling out and it's going to be a very gradual wave as Tesla typically likes to do it. This is going to come out with 2024.33.25. And if you don't get this feature right away, just wait a little while. This is not a rush. It's going to be coming in your car in the next few weeks at the latest. And this is where you're going to experience a completely different way of managing these cameras. You're not going to go out and wipe every single one each and every single time. Just go by the system and go by its recommendation and you should be good to go. I am personally really excited about this. I'm going to be testing it on my family's car as soon as a software update is available. But as of for right now, I will be keeping an eye out on everything that comes up. So make sure you guys stick around and hit that subscribe and that notification bell if you haven't already done so. And please follow me on Twitter or X at HeyJohnE. Over there, you will get the latest things that you won't see on YouTube. Funny things, things that are not relevant. It's all over there. So make sure you hit me up there at HeyJohnE again. And you guys can chat with me, DM me anytime, and I will respond as quickly as possible. This should be it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is John once again. Peace out.